welcome to Fab Friday at Spiegelmom Scraps. I, along with a number of the sparklers this week, decided to take on Felicia's challenge. So we have our Facebook group, and on our Facebook group every month there is a challenge that you can play along with us on. And by playing along with us, you get a chance to win a really great prize at the end of the month. So I'm just showing you all of the supplies that I am using for this challenge. Felicia's challenge is to use an old and a new photo, and also to use some old and some new supplies. So I decided to do an 8.5 by 11 photo, or 8.5 by 11 page, because that allowed me to grab 2 photos of my oldest son and do a page about how fast he's growing up. I'm going to start by creating a little bit of a mixed media background on my layout. So I'm just really kind of combining, my word escapes me, making sure that all my vibes and all my colorings go together. So my colorings, I decided to use no yoking because I primarily am going to do this layout in shades of yellow and blue with a little bit of gray and a white. So I'm starting out by going ahead and making these little swashes of color using this machine technique. You can get the colorings in no yokings from the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop, and the blue color that I chose is a Vibes from my stash in Cold as Ice. So there's no gesso on my background. I have gesso, but I really never use it. And I don't feel bad about that because this fall I actually had the privilege of meeting Diane Ravely, who creates art journals and does all of that. She creates all the Dilutions products. And when I met her and was talking to her, someone who was also sitting in her group asked her about whether she uses gesso or not. And she looked at them and she goes, I ain't got time for that. And you know what? That's my thought exactly. I don't have time for it. And so far, I have never come into a situation where it has destroyed a layout because I didn't gesso it. So I'm with Diane Ravely on this. I ain't got time for that. Anyway, but she made me feel so much better. I'm like, yay, it doesn't matter if I use gesso or not. So I'm just making these little swashes of color, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some more saturated splatters with my colorings and with my vibes, and then I'm just going to let it all dry really, really good. And yes, the paper warps, but I'm going to actually stretch my paper out with cardstock backgrounds because I want to give my page a little bit of a blue frame. So, yeah, that's about it for the background. So we'll let it dry completely, and then we'll come back and move on with our layout. So I'm trying to match up a color of blue cardstock with these alma mater sequins, and they're going to be one of my new products from the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop that I'm going to use on my layout. The cardstock would definitely be considered old. I also know that I'm going to use the 6x6 pad from Dear Lizzie's Saturday collection, and I'm just matching up the blue, so I want to make sure that the blue cardstock I choose is going to match another blue that's going to go on my layout, and I decided to go with this kind of bright blue. So this layout, I'm just going to go ahead and trim 1/4 of an inch off of both sides of the mixed media backgrounds, and then I'm just going to stretch this cardstock onto that blue colored background. So those are going to be my new products, and the flare. I have a flare I'm going to use for the new products, and I'm just going to stretch this out really well. And I just love that Dear Lizzie Saturday collection. I only have the 6x6 paper pad and a couple embellishments because I really did not have the budget to buy all of the new products that came out all at once that I really, really loved. But I did get the 6x6 paper pad, and I just love the yellow and navy color combination, so I knew that one of the first papers that was going to be gone is this flowered paper, and I'm really hoping that there's still some available the next time I have a little bit of scrappy budget and I can get the 12x12 sheets of that floral paper and maybe some more embellishments and some 12x12 sheets of the navy stripe I'm going to use here too. But I had to stretch my scrappy budget over way too many beautiful collections with all the new releases. So I just got the 6x6 pad of the Saturday collection, which I think that's a great way. 6x6 pads are a great way to, if you don't have a lot of a scrappy budget, they are an amazing way to get some beautiful patterns and some, just that and some white cardstock and a couple embellishments. And I really think that that is a, good investment. So I'm going to go ahead and use this paper. I'm going to make it these little strips down the side. Very simple layering because it's an 8.5 by 11 layout, so you don't have a whole ton of room. And another thing is too, I know that the big part of my layout is going to be the title, and I want the title to stand out and be, the idea behind this layout is came from my title. So next up is I'm going to go ahead and, well, first I'm going to think about putting these yellow pieces into my layers, but I'm not going to like that, and they'll just kind of go off to the side. And then I'm going to fiddle with these layers because I really want them to be kind of symmetrical and in the middle, and they were kind of wonky and off to the side. And we're going to work on my title. But first, we're going to put the flare button down. I forgot about the flare button. So I'm just making these symmetrical and putting them in the middle of my page. And then this really super cute flare badge. It's from a Flare for Buttons. I love it. It has the navy blue. It has the yellow. It's really cute, and it has the little paper airplane. And I've been kind of, it's a new product. I'm counting it as one of my new products for the challenge because it is less than a year old. But I have been kind of drooling over it and trying to figure out where I want to put it for a really long time because I really love it. I've had it for a couple of months. And now I'm going to work on my title. So by far, my letter stickers I'm going to use for my title definitely count as an old supply. These are old October Afternoon stickers, and then I'm going to use some older Dear Lizzie from the documentary collection and some stickers from Maggie Holmes' Style Board collection. And just as a side note, I know my photos here are not chronological, and I know that some of you would probably be like, oh my goodness, the 2004 photo needs to be on the other side. But to be perfectly honest, because the photo from 2004 is like facing to the left, it looked really weird. Like it looked like it was going like off the page, and that bugged me when I was kind of planning this layout out. That bugged me more than having the photos being out of chronological order. So it doesn't bother me, and I'm sorry if some of you are kind of cringing that I put it out of chronological order, but it just, the other ways looked so awkward to me, so we're going to do it this way. So my title is going to be Dear Time, Please Slow Down, and then the two photos with the two dates that they were taken. And I think the title says it all. I don't think we need any journaling on this page. We know exactly what the point of this page is. And actually, this photo is a year old, so my son is actually 16 now, and it still boggles my mind that I'm the mother of a 16-year-old. Like, that's crazy. It does make me feel better when I get carded at the liquor store, but, I still feel old. I have days when I feel old because I'm like, oh, my son is 16. So I'm just going to finish up my title, and then I'm going to do a little bit of embellishing up around the photos. And I pulled some enamel dots, but I don't end up using them. And I have a little bit of a little thing to tell you about enamel dots when we get to that point. So I'm going to try really hard to remember. And I got some puffy banner stickers from Evalicious, and also some, what was the other thing I grabbed? Oh, Simple Stories, the I Am collection. I still had some clear stickers from that. So those Evalicious, but they're really old. I got them in a Gossamer Blue kit, and I haven't subscribed to Gossamer Blue in like 3 years. So those are definitely old stickers. And I'm going to go ahead and staple them because I love the way that they pucker when you staple puffy stickers. And then I'm going to grab these clear stickers. These are from the Simple Story stickers from I Am. And I really did want to put more of these maybe on here, but you'll see me kind of fidget around. I was having a hard time finding two stickers that were similar that allowed me to kind of create like more, elongate that part at the bottom, the cluster at the bottom, so I ended up just kind of scrapping that idea. And I'm just moving stuff around, and I'm going to try to audition some of these clear stickers and audition some of the embellishments till I'm happy with what I come up with. So I know that there are a lot of subscribers that subscribe to my channel that scrapbook boys. I've talked to a few of you, and I love all your comments. So for this boy layout, 2 things I would take away from it. First of all, navy blue and yellow with those gray colors make light, bright, super fun boy layouts. The second thing I would take away is the floral. So if you'll notice that floral in the Saturdays collection, it's open, it's modern, and it's so, so cute. And even behind my boy pictures, it doesn't look wrong. It looks beautiful. So I would look for more of those modern florals if you want to use some florals on your layout. And I would also try this color scheme of the white and the gray with the blue and navy blue and yellow because it's lovely. So now I'm going to make a swash of sequins. And these are the Alma Mater sequins from Spiegelmom Scraps, and they also are beautiful, beautiful sequin mix for boy layouts. You can get them on the Spiegelmom Scrap shop. I'll link them below, and you can use my code SARA15 SARA15 to get 15% off of your order. This is also where I got my no yokings colorings, and so that would be a really good purchase as well. But these sequins are stars, and they're silver and gray and blue and perfect for boy layouts. And they're not, you get a huge pack of them, and I think the regular price on them is about $4, and then you can get 15% off. So they are beautiful, and I really recommend sequin mixes because you get so much of them. They are a great budget-friendly purchase. So here is my layouts, and I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you again next week for Fab Friday with Spiegelmom Scraps. Bye!